So I'm working on Church Street Blues, and I used to play it all the time with the pick, and it just never worked out. I can't get that string. Never seemed like fluid and smooth for me. Fingerstyle has always felt more natural. So I'm learning the song now with just my fingers. One thing I don't see too many people do is showing other people how to practice. I know it's really annoying to hear somebody repeat the same damn thing for hours. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to torture you. But I'm going to play this passage. So the beginning part, I think, is coming along. Oh. It's much better. And then we go up. So the way I'm picking that, I'm using my thumb and index finger on my right hand. I see some players doing this. It's not like technically correct, but what is really? If it's comfortable for you and you can play smoothly, then do it. This for me, just alternating instead of using these two fingers, which is more normal classical, which I can play, but I always found like I need to get a little bit more fluid with it. How about that? I think that's getting there, and it just sounds so much more fluid. So I'm liking that, but again, that's kind of a bear here. I'm having to string skip. And then this. I can do it a little bit better on the pick, I think. That's a little bit better. So some things I can play a little bit better with the pick, and some things with my finger picking. So I'm trying to figure that part of the song out with finger picking. Yeah. Anyways, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're having a good day. Something else I wanted to talk about is string noise. You know that string buzzing? On this guitar, when I'm recording with it, this is my rosewood back and sides. I used it in my last video, one of my last videos. I really hear the string noise. And sometimes it's really, really striking. So I have to adjust. I have to kind of mix it down and take it down a little bit in some of the mixes. I have to do some automation here and there. And I don't want to do that. So there are these strings that are on my mule. The strings that came with this are nice and smooth. Yeah. So, but these are expensive. They're like $20 for a set. I'm like, I don't want to spend $20 every time I want to restring my guitar. Spend $20 on strings that are slightly sanded. I think those are sanded. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try. I'm just going to take these. These are These are just regular Martin 12s, MA 140. The lights. And I'm going to take, oh no, I want to take the thicker string, the 6th string, and I've wanted to do this for a while. I haven't done it. I've had the idea in my head to sand it down and see if I can get, you know, the string noise down a little bit. Just by, these are, the package is like $5 for a pack of these strings. And they sound great. These are my favorite strings for acoustic guitar. So, what I'm gonna do, take my drill, and I'm gonna put this in here. I know some of you are cringing me like, oh my God. You're gonna whip yourself in the head with this little project. But not to worry, I'm gonna go slowly. So, got some sandpaper, trying 220. 6 string again, to my drill. And then, what am I doing? Like I'm doing this and I'm like, what are you doing? But we're gonna try it, so let's go. All right, did that do anything? Not really. Bear with me. All right. Some of you are probably thinking I'm totally crazy right now. I am. A little bit. But that's what makes it fun. Huh. Interesting. I can't tell if it's smoother. I almost feel like I need like a heavier grit to really kind of get it going. I'm gonna keep going on this. Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling like here is the, yeah, I'm definitely feeling. That's interesting. I'm gonna compare it to my mule. Yeah. Lightly sand. I definitely noticed the color difference. You probably can't see this. Probably doesn't focus. Mm-hmm. Noticing the little inconsistencies. Let's keep going. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah. All right. At some point, I want to put this on the guitar. I'm like eager to try this, but I want to sand it enough so that I don't have to take it off again. Yeah, I feel like I need thicker sandpaper. Be right back. All right, I'm back with Harner Grit 100 grit sandpaper. It's kind of dirty, so I'm going to try and not use the dirty part on the string. So let's try this out. Some of you are like, well, the string sound, the squeaking is just a natural part of acoustic guitar. I totally agree. I like a little bit of it, but sometimes the sound is so crazy on some of these guitars, like especially my Collings. And you could probably argue that my technique needs to be adjusted for that. Totally agree. But yeah, all that aside, I'm gonna try that. I thought it would take a lot less to get them smoother. to get the string smoother. Yeah. So if you're going to try this, wear safety goggles first and foremost. Be really careful. Don't go too fast. I'm not like, this isn't spinning all that fast. So I think I'm going to try putting it on my guitar and seeing where we're at. Oh. I think that's less, right? Yeah. It's definitely a different color. I don't know if you see that. Yeah. It's not as gold color. It's now like silver. It's definitely different. You notice like there's more of like a not so much scratchy, just versus the other string. Notice that? Can you hear that? I think probably what I need to do is smooth it out with like a higher grit, so that the string, it has like, yeah, so it has, yeah, smooth it out so that it like has less of a chalky, I guess, yeah, it's a chalky start to the note. If you want but it's different, and could be different in a good way. Yeah, I'm really curious to see. This is 1000 grit. Let me see. 1000 grit. If I just did a little bit on the string. Yeah, so there is less, definitely less, sorry, and notifications. Definitely less sound on the string, which is great. But yeah, I need to experiment with it a little bit to get it less of a whoosh, chalky sound. Yeah, so anyways, that was a cool experiment. Thanks for your patience. And I think it's worth trying it out on the other strings and playing with it for a little bit, see how they last. I'm gonna keep the string on and see how, yeah, see how it records. But there's definitely this other sound that I want to kind of help get rid of. Yeah, there you have it. Sanding guitar strings to make them less squeaky. I hope that was maybe a little helpful. Maybe you can try it. You try it at home, and if you have like another recommendation, or if something else worked for you, let me know. Drop them down in the comments below. Start a conversation, because I'd like to know how to get this going on like some cheap strings. So anyways, that's it for now. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.